Hello everybody, it's Bill that College Football Guy here with another video. Yeah, I was going to post this UNLV video a day earlier, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to wait a day and see what happens. I had a funny feeling and something happened alright, but we'll get into that at the end of this video. UNLV to the Pac-12. It was UNLV not going, not anything, over, finished, done. Loud as hell. I'm on the side of the road just north of North Little Rock, Arkansas, almost kind of halfway in Memphis in a rest area here because I got to get on my way going, getting up to Louisville for Friday. So basically, it started picking up steam. UNLV going to the Pac-12 pick up steam. Why? How? What caused this? Well, I have a few people there I know, and I was asking them, okay, what's going on? How the hell did this start? Well, I got told. Now, this is not the people who are saying this, the administration. This is somebody else who talked to them. So you can call it third person or however you want to say it. That's what's going to be on here. That's all the information I have here. So you can take it as rumor and innuendo. You can take it for what it's worth. Okay? So I'm saying that straight up. There is a story here about a student and a professor that is... I'm beginning to think there's a little bit of something to this. But anyway... Members of the administration not tied with the athletic departments that are a fact because UNLV lost so much money the last fiscal year. And the fact that we're losing more money again, that they got in their head that they may not get all the money they're supposed to be getting, and rumors going around that there's not going to be any money coming in, that $24 million or whatever it is not going to happen, you're going to get nothing, you're going to get nothing. Some of the students saying this, you're going to get nothing, you're going to get nothing. Like, students saying this? What students are saying this? Who is saying this? Is it students or this friend of students off campus? Now, you tell me, oh, it's off campus stuff. I think it's students. No, it's probably somebody else who's not trolling you. But, not the point. Go ahead here, and they're convinced there. So the administration, some of them are going there, and some professors were actually coming to some members of the administration saying, why aren't we in the Pac-12? That's the conference we should be in. We should be there. We should be there. Some professors are saying this. And I'm like, why? This makes no damn sense to me at all. Okay. For those who have had an education, even high school students have done, high school teachers, I've had high school teachers in this college, but it happened where this is an institution of higher learning. This is where you prepare and learn and prepare your life and prepare yourself for your future, where your rest of your life, the path to it starts here. If you want to go waste your time with the basketball on that, you can go ahead and do that, but it doesn't prepare you for your future. You could waste your time and mine, but you do not in this classroom. We are here to learn. You are here to learn. I'm here to teach. You want to waste your time with that? You're wasting my time. I'm paraphrasing, but you kind of get the idea where athletics don't matter. Education's the only thing that does. We've had a teacher, professor, whatever, who's spouted this stuff. So this is nothing new to anybody. But we know the type, right? We know the type that don't give a damn about athletics, don't care about it either. Then there's the ones in between that used to care about it but don't anymore. That's the focal professor of this little story within this. He started caring not too long ago. But, stopped. Haven't found out why. But anyway. Professors going to the administration saying we should be in the Pac-12, and they start going forward and going this and doing on there. The leadership of UNLV is not interested in the Pac-12 right now because the fact is they need the money. The best financial situation right now is to stay in the Mountain West. If the Pac-12 presents a better financial situation, they will be in the Pac-12. So in order to get it, you have to pay the money. Show me the money. You're going to have to do that. Now, let's get to the point of this. Professors were going this. Professors were saying we need to go on there and talk. The students were get a little comfortable here. Professors talking about And then told them the Pac-12 going, I'm going to be in the Pac-12. We got to be in the Pac-12. I'm in the Pac-12. Okay. It's kind of interesting. And then I guess after, was it after class? I guess the student just says, yeah, we're in the Pac-12. It'd be really nice, though. Now that I think about it, it'd be kind of nice. It says, nice about what? It says, I get to see USC and UCLA come down here, and I got an old friend of mine who's at Cal. We can come in here, and I can go there. We start back to doing that again. And work the timeout. He can come up here for a game. I can go down there for a game. We go after the game. We go have a dinner. The loser pays. It'd be great. Professor, there's some things you don't know. And apparently this student had to give a professor a crash course in conference realignment, which must have been like pulling teeth. What I got told the funniest part out of all of this was when it came down, the students telling who did this and what, and the professor going, Stanford and Cal went where? Why? Why'd they go over there? That makes no sense. Yeah, no kidding. We all know this. I mean, stand in line, pal. You're not the only one. Trust me. You're not the only one who thinks that idea. But it came down to this, and then later on, a couple days later, I guess it came down to the fact where it was on there. It's like, there's nothing in the Pac-12 on there. It's like, well, and then somebody mentioned the Big 12. And says, the Big 12 has anything in it. It says, well, you forgot, Professor, I told you. Utah and Colorado were in there. Utah and Colorado's in there. So is Arizona and Arizona State. So wait a minute, they're in the Big 12? It's been a while for who else is in the Big 12? And somebody pipes up like, it's BYU's in there, TCU, Texas Tech, there's Oklahoma State, Kansas State, whoa. Kansas is in this conference? So you're telling me Kansas, Arizona, Utah, Colorado are all in the same conference? And we might have a chance to go there? We could go there? So why are we, yes, they could. Why are we going to the Pac-12? The better institutions are in the Big 12. The better chances of... This makes no sense. And I guess the same professor went back to the administration and said that it made no sense to do this. Now, did this have an impact on anything? I highly doubt it. The administration was looking for the best financial value. Now, what else has changed since then? Mountain West Conference Commissioner Gloria Nevarez issued a public statement. Some people in the Pac-12 saying, oh, this is like the statement when the Pac-12 said everything is fine. Says, did you actually read it? Where she says that the 7 core institutions, Hawaii, San Jose State, Nevada, UNLV, Air Force, Wyoming, and New Mexico, have signed a grant of rights effective July 1st, 2026, and ending June 30th, 2032, a 6-year grant of rights, not a 5. And apparently the 6-year grant of rights was an idea of their media partners. That way all the deals don't come up at the same time, they're kind of staggered. I thought they wanted to rearrange everything in 2031, but I guess not now. So they're signed to a grant of rights. That happened yesterday. Which means, here's a little thing for you. For those of you who are Pac-12 fans listening, understand this. No school has ever sued to get out of a grant of rights and won. It's never happened. It has never happened. Florida State and Clemson ain't winning theirs either. You're not going to sue to get out of it. The simple fact of the matter is, how big of a check are you going to write? Now, UNLV has signed the grant of rights. Now, the fact is they're in, but the fact is they're still under the terms of the old grant of rights. So you're going to have to get them out of it. But if they're already committed for the new one, you understand how much money Pac-12, you're going to have to pay for all this stuff. The legal fees, the court costs for them to sue to get out of the new grant of rights. To sue to get out of that because they're already signed into it. They're already in. They're staying. You're going to have to sue for all of this. And the fact is, UNLV stated, forget that part. This is for the money. They said the best financial situation they're in is to stay in the Mountain West. Now everybody's saying they're not going to get any. They're not going to get the poaching fees means they don't get any of the that $24 million. They're going to get zero, so they should just join the Pac-12. They're getting $15 million guaranteed. Why do I say that? Of the total amount of money collected, I think it's like $145 million, I think. The first 61 million, I think it's 61, 60, 61, somewhere around there, is divided among the member institutions, and Air Force and UNLV get $15 million each of that. They're going to get $61 million in exit fees, regardless of the poaching. So they're going to get their $15 million. Okay? They're going to get $15 million. So if you are them and you can get them to leave, okay, the grant of, and forget this law, you're going to have to sue to get out of the grant of rights and that lawsuit and all that other stuff. Forget that mess. That's on top of this. You'd have to, they're going to have you pay whatever exit fees. If there's a lawsuit, you're going to be paying that and court costs, because they're going to make you pay every damn dime out of this. They had 3 demands they wanted from the Pac-12, which is the whole reason why that somebody, I guess, this is allegedly rumored. This is the rumor part. No confirmation on this. That basically they went to the Pac-12 and said, okay, there's 3 things it's going to take for us to join. 1, all exit fees paid. I don't care what the hell it is. It's court costs, you're paying those too. 2, same thing we have in the second step is probably the easiest, is that if we want to leave to go to a P4 conference, that little $30 million or $20 million or $30 million fee that you have, whatever it is, we're not paying it. You could just pass a thing on there where nobody pays it. Current member or future. That solves the problem. That's an easy one to fix. The third one, we're guaranteed at least $15 million. You're going to have to pay more than that, 17, 18 million. One thing I have heard that's come back before is the fact that they will max pay half the exit fees. You can't even pay 18, let alone what the lawsuit would be. And you can't pay the... If you can't pay the money, you know what happened? UNLV signs the grant of rights. So what does this mean for the Pac-12? I originally was to do this video as if UNLV left, what it meant for the Mountain West. With the grant of rights in place, nobody's going anywhere. So that topic, I got rid of that topic. Now, if it happens, I'll do something on it. But right now, because of the grant of rights being signed, it says the grants of rights have been executed. It means they're done. They're signed. It's over. So what does the Pac-12 do? The schools for the American, there's rumors going around because of the SEC, the ACC, and ESPN's apparently agreement to extend the deal, modifications for possibly new members and possibly moving certain schools over, rearranging spaces, like a 25% chance of happening, and moving to avoid things happening. 2031, moving schools over from the ACC to the SEC, so that way they stay in the conference, and then move other schools in. Does that preclude a Memphis, a Tulane, South Florida? Because the top 4 candidates I heard was like, I've heard the same thing, and this has been a long way. ACC expansion, from a lot of people who've been commenting on it. There's a 3-way tie for first. South Florida #1, Tulane, Memphis tied with UConn. It depends on what the conference is going to look like at that point. Is it going to be a football conference, or is it a basketball conference who happens to play football? We'll see what that will happen after the moves start happening. So the Pac-12, you're probably not getting anybody from the American. You're not getting anybody from the Mountain West, and you want to get to 9 members. The idea was, the floated around, was UNLV and Texas State. Well, the Texas State part's right. UNLV part isn't. Now, could you go talk to Sam Houston State and see if they're willing to join? I highly doubt it, because you want people to compete at a higher level with money. Sam Houston State doesn't have it. So that gives you with 2 choices, really. Both in the state of Louisiana. Louisiana and Louisiana Tech. Now, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, they do spend more money. Double-digit wins. Borderline top 25 program. I don't know how they are in basketball. But if you got Texas State and Louisiana, that's 2 in the Central Time Zone. You got your 9. You're straight. Now, is that what's going to happen? I honestly don't know. But basically, the idea of the Mountain West falling apart unless something drastic happens. You know what? I'm going to kick. You know what? I wasn't going to do it since we got a little bit of time here. Looking at the clock on the bottom here. I got time. If hell froze over, UNLV leaves, what happens? Air Force is gone. But the thing is, Air Force may or may not be gone, because the problem is, if the Mariners guaranteed, Gloria Navarez may kick UNLV's share to Air Force. So they'll be getting like $30 million to stay till 2032. I think they'd probably stay. Well, we need Air Force to stick around. They might just kick some of the money down to get everybody else and kick Air Force a bigger share. Get them to stay. So I think they would stay. So what would that mean? New Mexico State's a new school in the Mountain West. They wouldn't like it, but they wouldn't have a choice. And if they don't get that happening, they have till 2028 to get to 8 schools. Because it's 2026. If they don't have an 8th school by July 1st, 2026, they're allowed the same 2 years the Pac-12 did. It'd be July 1st, 2028. June 30th, the last day. So, could UC Davis have their football program up and ready by June 30th, 2028? Probably. Could they get Tarleton State to come up? Probably. So, but with the grant of rights now being signed, that's not happening. The fact that ESPN has likes for schools because they feel the fact they can get some money, they may be coming in a reduced share and coming in. Possibility. Are Big 12 schools a possibility in expansion for the SEC? Yeah, I've talked about that. But the Mountain West, I can honestly say now, since the schools left, this is the most secure they've been. Because you have 8 members, and apparently from her statement, and statements also been made, they're not done expanding. They're still looking. They pushed the pause button, not the stop button. They're still looking. They're looking in the Central Time Zone. Hello, Tarleton. You paying attention? Let UC Davis see they can come in 2028. Get Tarleton to see they can get ready to come in 2028 as well. UC Davis gets the first notch. The invite will come in 2028. You're formally in. You got the first invite for football. You're in. Once you get invited, we can invite other people. You're not going to be ready until 2028, 2029? That's fine. Tarleton, you ready in 2026, 2027? Come on in. They're looking at the Central Time Zone. So, as for Sac State, Pac-12 said that they weren't going to go FCS. If the American and the Mountain West are shut off, they may have to. But the thing is, if they can get to 9 schools, do they really need to? Because you'd have 9 for football, 10 for basketball. You really need more? I mean, you could bring in another basketball school, have 11 for basketball. You'd have 20 games, conference play. That's where St. Mary's could come in. Because right now, the Mountain West will have 9 for football, 10 for basketball. Because they will have Northern Illinois as the 9th football school, and they will have Grand Canyon and UC Davis for basketball. It will basically be this. It would if they grab Texas State and Louisiana, or Louisiana Tech, 2 schools from the Sun Belt. Because I don't know, Ken Powell, who's better, Louisiana Tech or Louisiana? Somebody can let me know down in the comments. Because basically, if Mountain West is the picture, this is the scenario I'm going to have for you in the comments. You know what? I'm going to end this now because I'm talking here. This is one of the challenges for you guys in the comments, for all of you in the comments. This is the questions for you. But first off, thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Let's YouTube. Hey, people like this video. You know, this video, maybe we ought to pay attention to it. You know, hey, comment on the video. This is the scenario for you. I'm giving you a scenario for the comment section. Okay? Here's the scenario. Pac-12 has to get to 9 schools. Not option, has to. Which means they have to pick 2. No one from the Mountain West or the American can be chosen. You got to pick 2 football schools. Texas State is 1. That's a home run. It's a great move for them. Who's the other? I want to hear some ideas in the comment section. Remember, that's going to have now. The 9th member could be a football only because they have 8 full members. But you grab Texas State, it's 8. You could do like the Mountain West does and do a football only. I wouldn't make the travel too crazy, but that's something for you to think about. But that's my challenge for you. Put that down in the comments. No Mountain West, no American schools can be chosen. Pac-12's got to get to 9 schools for football. Texas State would be 1, most likely. Who would be the other? Let me know down in the comments section. Share the video if you want to. One other thing, I forgot about the comments here. I've said this before, fast. This is a public service announcement. I've done this on other channels as well. I know a lot of you were writing phone book comments, and it takes me a long time. And I've got some that DM me back. Why aren't you answering back in one long one? Because you do different points, and some comments, not all, but some comments contradict themselves from the beginning of it to the end. So I pick one paragraph and do a comment on it, and then do one and do one. So your long soliloquy will do 7 comments from me. That's why because the fact is, the more comments you make also helps with the engagement. It helps channels grow. Not just mine, all channels grow. This is something my wife got from a friend of hers who's got almost 100,000 subscribers, who her channel exploded because of this. If there's a channel that you like, not be mine, that you like and you wish they would grow. Like there's some on there that are college football addictions, only got 21,000. It's like kind of crazy that he does good stuff, but he's only down that low. Can we get him up higher? You know, multiple points in the video. Like you feel a point in the video, you want to make a comment, pause the video, make the comment, resume the video, then keep going from there. It seems like choppy, but it's the way to help small channels grow. Like Cooz's Corner. Like Numbskull News. Do the same thing with their channels. They're great guys, do great stuff, but they don't have the viewership that has on there. So if you want to help a small channel grow, doing that helps. Just a public service announcement. Share the video if you want to, and if you haven't done it, check out some of the videos I've done. If you like it, hey, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel here. You want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. Again, the challenge in the comment section. Pac-12's got to get to 9 schools. Nobody from the Mountain West, nobody from the American can go. Both are off limits. You got to get to 9. One's got to be a full member. You only have to have 8 full members. So your second one could be a football only. You got to have 1 full member, and you can have 2 full members, or 1 full member and a football only. You could do that. You're the one who makes the decision. Who would you add? Let me know in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching. I gotta get this thing uploaded in this crazy storm. I have been down. I started off the week heading down to San Antonio, Texas, driving. It was kind of funny. We're talking about Texas State. I drove down through San Marcos and back up. You know, San Antonio, had to go down to Laredo to pick up a load. After dropping in San Antonio to come all the way back up. Now I'm heading all the way up to Louisville. We'll be there on Friday to drop the load there and get a load to go back home to Tennessee Friday afternoon. Crazy stuff. It's been thunderstorming, not thunderstorming, but fog and rain since Monday afternoon. Non-stop. And it still is now. It's crazy. So, man, be careful out in this weather. I have 4 semis wrecked out in the median because they got slick on the slick road, lost control, either in the median or on the shoulder. I got a whole bunch of cars, including one that ended up sliding down an embankment and ended up the front of the car. The headlights are down here, and they're up on a hill with the top tires stuck on a branch in a tree. I don't know how they pulled that one off, but yeah, things you see around Little Rock, Arkansas. That's where the car was, on I-30. So, so I think it was I-30 or was it I-440? Not quite sure. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. More videos are in the pike coming up. I got some stuff coming up here about it. Realignment, expansion, ideas. And also, as always, you got any other video ideas that you want to shout out? Shout them out in the comments, video idea. And if I like it, I'll shout you out when I make the video. So, again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you have a great Thursday. Be safe and please be good to each other.